Morning. I'm just getting my day started. It's just starting to get light. It's going to be a local day, so usually on local days I get to sleep in. So I get to sleep in until 6 o'clock today. That's it's a pretty late morning for me. Anyhow, just punching in the address into the GPS to see exactly where I'm going. So we've got like a winter storm warning or something. For today, there's supposed to be like freezing rain or snow pretty much all day. It was dry when I left my house, but once I parked here and was walking to my truck, there was some freezing rain, or it wasn't snow, but it wasn't supposed to start until about daybreak and then kind of go all day. So even by the time I got home,
proceed to the highlighted route.
By the time I got home from work yesterday, my daughter was already going crazy about, they had already announced 2-hour late start today, which is kind of weird because weather's fine. Well, it's going to be today during the day that things aren't fine. So, oops, not ready for that yet. So anyhow, should be an interesting day. It's still really windy. I guess that's the thing. We've got strong winds coming down the gorge from the east that are blowing really cold air, and then we've got wet weather coming from the Pacific Ocean from the west, and those two are supposed to like meet over us today. So anyhow, so that's today. I'll go get this unloaded. It's right here in town, and then we'll see where I'm going from there, and then maybe, hopefully, we can get done before the weather comes, and then the winter weather advisory is supposed to be over by 10 o'clock tonight, so hopefully tomorrow should be fine. That's often how things kind of go around here. It'll snow or whatever, but then it just goes away real quick. So hopefully it's more of the same. So anyhow, I'll update a bit. Well, the day's going along here at Crooked. So I went to the place I was delivering. Obviously I recorded while I was on the way there. Got unloaded semi-quickly. And then they told me, you know we're reloading you, right? Which I didn't. So I know. So they unloaded. They wanted the stuff that was on me in 2 different places in their yard. So they had me pull up in one place, took a couple things off, and they were like, okay, I'm going to have you go around the corner over here and we'll take the rest off. But, because it loops around. So I pulled in, they took a couple off, and then I was just going to loop halfway around. They were going to take the rest off, and then I'd go out the exit, right? But where they load, you would actually, instead of going counterclockwise around the loop, you would go clockwise and then back in a little side thing off to the side to get loaded. So if I got empty, I'd be facing in where I should be back in. So he basically was like, I'm gonna have you go around the corner to unload the rest, but since we're reloading you, there's a wide spot to swing off to the right and then back down that way, and that way once you're empty, you just back up a little farther and we'll start loading you. So that's fine, I don't care. But I need to make sure that's what dispatch has planned. So I text dispatch and said, hey, they said they're reloading me. Is that right? So she says yes, but not until after these other 2 trucks come and get loaded. You'll be the 3rd truck. So I told the guy that, and he was like, no, this stuff needs to go now. Like, I'll just have the big boss call her and tell her that we're loading them now. Okay, so I just texted her and basically told her what he had said. So she said, okay, just take the load, whatever. So anyways, that's what happened. As they were finishing taking the last couple picks off me, the truck that was supposed to be getting loaded showed up, so then he had to sit there and wait. Then the second truck showed up a little while later, and he had to sit there and wait. And it took him like an hour and a half to load me, which I didn't care either way. I mean, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal for me to just move off to the side and jump in the rotation. But I don't know. That's not the way they wanted to do it, I guess. So anyways, the guy that was supposed to get loaded at 7:30 he probably started getting loaded about 9:15. The second guy was supposed to start, he had like a 9 o'clock appointment, and I'm sure he's sitting and waiting. It took him almost an hour and a half, or about an hour and a half to load me, so it probably delayed both of them by an hour and a half. That happens sometimes. I could have been sitting there waiting 3 hours. Which that happens sometimes. Sometimes I'm the one waiting. In this case, it just worked out to be where I didn't have to sit there and wait. And this is a local delivery. It's just going like 25 miles away. So most of the time when things are like this local, they pay hourly. So, sharp curve. So this load pays hourly. So those guys will actually get, they'll get paid from like when they left the yard to go there, since they had an appointment time. So they're getting paid, and so I'm sure it doesn't matter to them. I doubt if I had to wait until after them, I don't think I would have got paid for that time I was waiting, because I didn't have, oh my gosh, it's windy. This bridge is always really windy, but, well, not always, but, ooh. Big old gust. I'm like turning left to stay in my lane. That wind's blowing hard. Probably see I'm like leaning into it like that's gonna do me any good, right? But anyhow, yeah. So those guys are getting paid to sit there and wait. I don't think I would have, because I didn't have an appointment time. So, and that's probably why they wanted me to sit and wait, because I'm sure the company is getting paid the same amount for these loads no matter what. Now they're just going to have to pay out more of it to those guys for sitting and waiting than they would have had to had I been the one sitting. I just thought of something that annoys me. I'm sure you guys want to hear about stuff that annoys me, right? I want that lane. The speed limit on this road is 45. There's a bunch of cars over there, right? So instead of trying to make a hole or force my way over or any of that, I figure I'll let them all go past and I'll get over behind them. So, like I said, speed limit 45. I make a turn off the freeway exit. I know the speed of this road because I drive on it pretty frequently. I'm doing 30 miles an hour. 30 to let them all go. 6 or 7 cars over there. Doing 30. They should be by in a matter of like seconds, really, and then I can get over, right? No. The front car is afraid of being next to a semi, I guess, because he wants to hang out right on my back corner and do 30 miles an hour. Like, pass me. I'm doing 30 for a reason. So, I want to get over. He wants to hang out right on my corner, so I can't get over. Doing 15 miles an hour below the speed limit. So what are my options? Well, I could speed up to get over, but he's going to speed up with me. He's only doing 30 because he doesn't want to get next to me. So as soon as I speed up to 40, he's going to be right on my corner doing 40. So that's not really an option. What, do I slow down more? I mean, if I slow down even more, he's going to slow down even more and stay right on my corner. Now, I don't mind, I get it. If you want to be scared of a semi, I understand. Lots of people are scared of semis, especially log trucks, maybe car haulers because they think a car is going to roll off, or even flatbeds depending on what we're hauling because, I don't know, because it can be scary. I get it. If you're going to do that though, don't hang out right on the corner of my trailer. When you're right on the corner, yes, I can see you well, but I can't do anything. Like, I guess I can. So that same person that wants to hang out right on the corner of a trailer when a truck is wanting to get over or something. Now, I didn't have my signal on, so it's not like he was being nice and giving me room. And even if he wasn't giving me room. He was right on my corner. And I didn't put my signal on for a reason. I didn't want them to have to, I just wanted them to drive, get by me. The road was cleared behind them. So if I just go slow, they'll go by, I can get over, nobody's affected, right? I'm the only one that slowed down. But if you're going to be afraid to pass a semi like that, you want to hang out until there's lots of room to just speed past real fast, that's fine. People do that all the time. Don't hang out right on his corner. Hang out back a ways. So at least he has room to navigate or something. That's like one of the biggest frustrations with this stuff is people hanging out right on your corner, or, you know, or right by this corner. Now, this one is, there's more I can do about it. I can just slow down. But, you know, biggest pet peeves, hanging out right on the back corner of a trailer. Hanging out on the right side of a truck after, like, I don't know, you're getting on the freeway, right? The truck is gaining on you, he sees you're coming, so he gets over a lane to give you room to get over, right? So you get over and you're right next to him. And then you just stay there. He's probably got his cruise control set because that's how we conserve fuel. We spend a lot of money on fuel. We conserve fuel by set the cruise control, don't make as little adjustments to, you know, the accelerator or whatever as you can. Oh, this is a no passing zone, man. So anyways, he's probably got his cruise control set. He got over to be nice and let you get on. I get it, you want to go the same speed as him, that's great. You're in a 3,000-pound car. Speed up or slow down so he can get back into the slow lane and then go on about your business. You know, I don't care if you speed up and get in front of me, just don't cut me off, get a little ways in front of me. Or if you slow down, just get out of my way so I can get back over, because there's a line of cars back there that are mad that I'm in this lane and I can't get over because you're in my way. Think about what's going on around you. Think about more than just getting to your nail appointment or whatever it is you're, you know, going to. Pay attention. It's a good thing I started so late today. So I found out that the Fred Meyer load I'm taking, it's supposed to pick up, I'm supposed to pick it up at 2 in the afternoon. Which is still a couple hours away. And it's only going to take me like a half hour to go. I'm going to go there now. So I'll be, you know, an hour and a half early or something. And then from there it goes to the beach, to Tillamook. You may have heard of Tillamook cheese. I'm going a few blocks from the cheese factory is a Fred Meyer. So, but the load's not supposed to be ready until 2, or at least my pickup time's not until 2. Then it's probably an hour and a half, maybe 2-hour drive. So we'll just say I pick it up at 2. It's a 2-hour drive. That puts me getting there at 4. It's a live unload, so say it takes them 2 hours to unload me, that's 6. And then 2 hours to get back would be 8. And I have hours for that. So, barring anything crazy, I should be fine. So, I'm gonna get fuel now, and then head down there. Okay. Yeah, they're unloading me. I was just wandering around in the store, seeing if there's anything I wanted to buy. I bought a long shank padlock. To lock, so I can chain and then lock my tarps. And I bought the home game of Family Feud. Been watching that lately quite a bit, and that show is entertaining. I don't know if the home game will be as fun, but I was wandering around the store bored. I saw it, and like, yeah, what the heck. It said like all board games were like 25% off or something, so you know, why not? So yeah, they're actually I think almost done unloading me. I was just inside there and I looked in the trailer, and they're over halfway in anyways, and they're unloading me with a fork, so it shouldn't take a super long time. No, I guess they've got some stuff that they're going to put back in me to take back. Yeah, and then I'll head back. So I should have plenty of time. I have over 4 hours left that I can be on duty. It won't take any more than 2 hours to get back, and yeah, so they could have 2 more hours if they wanted. I don't think it's going to take that long though. I told dispatch when they said, basically when I first got here, they said I'm super early, receiving hours are from 7 to 9 p.m. Holy crap, you know, I got here at, I don't know, 3:15 or so. Like, that's a long time to just sit here. So I didn't know how long it was going to be, so I texted dispatch and was like, hey, they're not at all prepared for me, because they weren't, and that their receiving hours aren't until 7 to 9. And so they said, okay, we'll keep track of your hours. Apparently dispatch wasn't told that, and if they were, then I don't know, she probably would have done something different. I don't know exactly what she would have done, but so in a situation like that, they just want us to keep track of our hours, because if it's too out of hand, then they'll bill for standby time or extra time or whatever. So I'm keeping track, but they're, you know, they jumped right on me. They've been hustling, doing everything they need to do, and you know, going out of their way to get me out of here since I'm here. So that's nice of them, and I appreciate that. So yeah, that's all going good. Holy crap! Holy crap! Just went by a big old herd of elk. It's dark. I'm going through the mountains. I went by a car coming the other way. In case you guys don't know, a lot of you may not, I'm sure a lot of you might. I get it all the time, so I don't know if maybe people only do this with truckers, because it happens to me all the time in the truck, not so much in my personal vehicle, but people will flash their brights when they're coming at you twice to let you know that there's some kind of danger, that you're coming up on some kind of danger. That happens to me all the time. Sometimes most of the time it's a cop. Like, somebody will come by, flash their brights a couple times, and then I go around a curve and there's a cop sitting there. Usually that's the case. Up here though, in the middle of nowhere, probably not likely. So I got my brights on, and I see, lights on a curve of a car coming at me that. So I dim my brights, he turns his brights off, we come around the curve so we can see each other. He flashes his brights twice, so I quick flashed him once to thank him, because I figure he's telling me there's something ahead. I don't know what it is, but I got you, thanks, just a quick flash. And I'm already doing well below the speed limit because it's curvy mountain roads, it's dark, it's really cold, the ground's wet, and so I'm not hauling butt by any means, but I'm more alert because this guy let me know something is coming. So my first thought is there really a cop up here radaring? That can't be right. And then no sooner did I I went around that curve from him and had that thought of that doesn't make sense. And then boom, there's a herd of elk. They weren't in the road, but they were right there on the side on that side, so there was a lane between us. But huge elk. Not like it's the first time I've seen them or anything, but yeah, bunch of them. There's probably 25 of them or something. And that shoulder, there's a bit of a shoulder, and then it's a pretty steep hill going up into trees and stuff. I mean, we're in the woods, we're in the mountains. So, and they were standing on that slope. Most of them were, and you could see them kind of in the trees, and some of them were down by the road, but on that slope. But you hear that? Oh, now it stops. Now it stops. Oh my god. So, these stupid trucks. Seriously, I hope you can hear that. Gotta stop for a second. Tick, 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 tick. Tell me you can hear that. Oh my god. These trucks come new with 2 antennas on, mounted up high on each side. The antenna on this side is just going ding, 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 up against the side of the truck. Never done it before. Doesn't matter how fast I go, how slow I go, whether I'm going north or south or east or west. You can hear that, right? Oh my god. I'm taking that antenna off. It's weird, it's just that one. That one's not doing it. Just that one, the one right above my head. It took me a minute to figure out what it was. I was just driving along. Been driving for hours. A little while, and all of a sudden, ting, 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 out of nowhere. What the heck is that sound? I'm looking all over trying to figure out what is that sound. I can tell it's coming from above me. Nothing would be making that sound. So I looked in the mirror, and I can see the antenna. It's got to have something to do with the cold. Seems like I remember, is it Trucker Josh? Somebody was talking about being able to tell when it's freezing outside by watching other trucks' antennas. Something like that. And they said when it was below freezing, their antennas would start, I don't know. It was a vlog I watched a while back. You still hear that, right? that's enough to drive somebody insane. You want to torture somebody, just have them come ride with me for a little while.
Oh my god.
So that's the only thing I can think of. It's got to be because it's cold. But, you know, I've got an antenna right here that I can see. It's not. I'm going side to side. There's another antenna right over there that I can see. Speaking of those, when I was at Fred Meyer, I took the antennas off the studs, I tightened the studs, I just kind of redid that whole situation. So my antenna should be good now. That one over there shouldn't be flipping back anymore. But of course, I gotta have antenna problems somewhere, right? So I fix those. That starts. I don't even know. I'm taking that antenna off. As far as I know, the stock antennas, the one that's making all that noise is